Good day, everyone. Not many here. 17 people. Shows are getting worse and worse and worse. Hang on. 17, mute. Yeah, I'm back on Peekay Censored. I served my 2-week suspension. I've got 2 strikes on that channel. If that goes, everything goes. So we're going to be careful what I say on these bloody things now. George, Fred, the regulars make Peekay great again. Oh, jeez. I thought I was always great. Only joking. St. George, where you been, mate? No notifications here. What do you expect, mate? Good to see you, Mark of Melbourne. 27. Okay. Is anyone here? No one's here. I don't know what's happened. People too scared to come on there. Obviously, the Americans, it's like 5 in the morning, so it's a bit hard for them. No excuses for the Aussies or the UK people, but anyway, give it a few minutes. Give it a few minutes. St. George has had a hell of a couple of months. Really? I don't think you're the only one, mate. Well, you were struck down with COVID, were you, George? Not sure where the Croat is tonight. Good to see you, Gaz. Oh, the Croats here already. Yeah, been all right, Gaz. A lot of things happening lately. Oh, geez, you're lucky, George. You haven't got COVID yet. Obviously, been wearing a mask and washing your hands and social distancing and all that shit. Well, let's hopefully get some different people on tonight. New people. Yeah, good idea. Christina's having a break tonight. Someone made a comment, I think it was today, saying that I wasn't nice to her last week. Well, we do sort of know each other, and we do shit stir each other. If you can't see that, well, sorry. All right, I'm just going to tell you what's happened. Before I do, right now, not that anyone gives a shit, but the State of Origin decider, Game 3, Queensland, New South Wales, it's halftime. Queensland, the big outsiders are leading 12-6. So if you hear a noise, that apparently someone thought it was a toilet flushing last week, it's sort of a bit of a crowd noise, whatever, when someone gets a try. So, no, it's not toilet flushing. Anyway, I love you, Christina. Yeah, I know. I mean, you know I'm nice to you, but, you know. Oh, God. There's a love affair going on here with Christina and Freedom. How's your love life, Christina? Okay. Maybe it is the toilet flushing, but don't let anyone onto it. Anyway, a few things I want to talk about quickly. As you know, I've been a bit quiet on YouTube with my channel getting a 2-week suspension on my main one. Other suspensions, blah, blah, blah. 2 days ago, I put up a video just reading out about some vaccine shit, and sarcastically was saying, take the vaccine, take the vaccine. And YouTube don't mind that. They don't mind that if you say take the vaccine, so that's okay. But then yesterday morning, I think it was, or the night before, can't remember, I mirrored a video from someone on Facebook where they were reading the ingredients of the so-called COVID-19 vaccine. I probably can't even say that word on here. I should just say V. Yeah, I mirrored it, and she was showing the ingredients of the packet, saying there was 14-week-old, fetus from 14-week-old child and other stuff. Anyway, YouTube didn't like that and removed it, and lo and behold, gave me a strike on my Peekay Censored 2 channel, which was going to be the one I was going to put my videos on. And I'm just going to read the shit that it said. Hang on. This is what it said. The video was called What's in the V? I didn't even say the word vaccine. What's in the V? Do we need to worry? It actually said YouTube doesn't allow claims about COVID-19 vaccinations that contradict expert consensus from local health authorities or the World Health Organization. I'll repeat that. YouTube doesn't allow claims about COVID-19 vaccinations that contradict expert consensus from local health authorities. Well, who are the experts? Who are the experts? And anyway, all I wasn't doing, a woman was reading the ingredients that are on the label of the COVID-19 vaccine. And you can't even read that out. Like I said months ago, when the vaccine is, it's here any day now. I said when that's going to be there, just Australia being the first, obviously. The propaganda and advertising is going to be like you've never seen before. And with that, the censorship is going to be like you've never seen before. They've let us go with, over the years with shootings, ISIS and all that shit to, in a way, they weren't actually censoring everything, just here, there and everywhere. But now you can't say anything. You will not be able to say anything against the vaccine. So even talking now, this podcast might be terminated even before it ends. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, we're in dire straits. I don't want to go on about it, but just have a drink of water, guys. Hang on. I should be putting these comments. Where is it? Here's a good one. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. All right. What else has happened? Hang on, just check to see if no one's still coming on. I started my cricket umpiring last Friday night. I did a under-13 game, which is fun. I went there. I was wondering, what they're going to do with this signing in QR code bullshit. And When I got there was this QR code laying on the table. I just looked at it and didn't bother. I just went on umpired. I got the kids to wipe their hands like halfway through the innings, which I found out I didn't even have to do. They just wanted to clean the ball. But anyway, Friday night went. Saturday morning, I did under 17s. Same shit. QR code on the table, on the scorer's table. Couldn't be stuffed. Didn't bother doing anything. Did the same thing with regards washing their hands, or what do you call it? Sanitize your hands. I didn't sanitize my hands once. I carried a little rag. Didn't worry about the bullshit where you had to wipe the bails and crap. But then, yeah, I didn't wear a mask. No one questioned about not wearing a mask. I still have not been questioned about wearing a mask since this shit started. Anywhere, by anyone. You know, it's unbelievable. So, under 17's finished, and I had to go to the seniors game. Wow. Oh, I won't name the place, but I got there, and it was like a prison. They had those barricades leading from the change rooms all the way down to the fence that goes around the oval. So no one was allowed in but the players and, you know, obviously the umpires and officials. There were signs everywhere about COVID this, COVID that, which the clubs had to purchase. I spoke to, I don't know, one of the officials there, and I said, I suppose we, you know, got to go straight home after the games. Oh, no, because there's a social club next to it, you know, joining the club, the change rooms. Oh, no, you know, you can go in there, we'll give you a free drink. Oh, really? Yeah, you know, people go in there, they can stay in there for an hour. The 50 poker machines, 25 are able to be used, but you can only be there for an hour. 10-minute warning, they keep a, you know, track of you, and over the speaker, you got 10 minutes to go to lose your money, then you got to go out for the rest of the day and allow some other suckers to come in. But anyway, as the game started, once again, I didn't do any QR code shit. I didn't wear a mask, but the guy I was umpiring with brought a mask. I says, mate, you ain't wearing that mask if you're going to umpire with me. And he listened to me. So we umpired the game. While this was going on, about four women that worked in the social club were putting all these barriers, like you cannot believe, at the front, adjoining the social club to the ground. What the fuck are they doing? They laid out all these seats and tables and shit. Anyway, what happened? They allowed people in to sit outside, but you know they had these barriers, so you can't just walk in. The only entrance was around the back, which was the main entrance. And I'll cut it short. They had a bunch of footballers from the club there having a bit of a piss up. When the game was over, me and the other umpire went around the back through the main door, and the big sign on the front said, "No mask, no entry." I said, "Yeah, all right, let's just see." So I opened the door, went in, and there was a few people queued up. You had to actually book in. I mean, it's just a shitty bloody, cricket club. It's no big deal, but you still had to book in. Anyway, I said, look, we're only here to get a free drink. And they didn't question me about the mask. But they said, oh, you got to do this QR code shit. I said, sorry, I don't have a phone. I did, but, I'm not going to tell them that. We'll have to do it manually. Anyway, I just gave my first name and the phone number, and I walked through, and, you should see the signs on there was about 6 tables, all about COVID. I went into the bar. Oh, my God. There was about 4 people at the bar, all with masks. There was glass covering on the bar. The whole bar was covered with glass. There was a tiny little gap where you could put your hand in and grab the beer, whatever. 2 guys behind the counter wearing their black masks. Anyway, I got the beer. We sat outside. Said, fuck this. Let's get out of here. As we're walking out, they got the QR code shit as well when you walk out. So, didn't worry about that. Oh, but the best one, then I went to the car park. And by God, there was this bus. When I say a bus, it was a dirty big black police. I don't know what it was. I've never seen the like. It was like the size of a bus, but it was a great big, police van. One of those big black fuckers. I thought, what the freaking hell? And I said to the guy, let's piss off, he's not going to come and grab your foot, not wearing a mask, but, I don't know what the bus was there for, whatever. Were they going to just take away a bunch of people? Anyway, that's it. That's it for my weekend. No one questioned me about any of that shit. But the big thing this Saturday, I've got a game. I'm with the guy that virtually runs the association, a guy that's been an umpire there for like 20-something years. And I have to be really good this time. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to do everything right. So anyway, come on, for fuck's sake, someone come on. Just quickly, a good feel-good story yesterday. I was weeding my nature strip, and this woman walked past, pretty old, I don't know, 70s, I don't know. I think she said hello. I said, oh, hello. And she wasn't wearing a mask. I said, oh, lovely to see you not wearing a mask. And she smiled at me. It was fucking beautiful. But the best one was today. Today? Yeah, it was today. I was actually, I mowed the nature strip and I did the whippersnipper and, there's grass clippings everywhere and shit. And I had to sweep it all on my pavement. And as I was doing that, this lovely woman walked past with this gorgeous little dog, and she had a mask on. And I can't remember exact words, but some to the effect, oh, lovely day. And I said, yeah, it is a lovely day. And it'd be better if you didn't wear that mask. And I can't remember. And she said something then. I said, look, I can't understand, And so she pulled the mask down and she smiled. And I says, oh, my God, I didn't realize you had such a beautiful smile. Something like that. I can't remember. But we started talking. And I told her a lot of things, and she was really good. I talked about the V thing and how it's going to be communism's taken over, blah, blah, blah. Whatever, I mentioned a few things. Then she said something about, I want to breathe. And I said, yeah, that's the idea of, walk and have an exercise and make sure it's oxygen and not carbon dioxide. And then she said, oh, it's that. And yeah, then she said, oh, I don't want to pay this fine. I said, oh, fuck it, I knew it. Then I explained how no one pays a fine. Only 5% of people have said, fuck the fine. And you're not going to believe it. I said a few other things, but she took a mask off, put it in a pocket, smiled and says, have a lovely day. And off she went. So hopefully she didn't get fined, but she took her mask off completely without me actually, telling her or asking her to do it. So that made me feel good. Ice water. So there we go. On that note, I think we're going to finish this show because no one's going to come on. South Australia. Oh, well, you can read this like a script, honestly. Yeah, what's Christina saying? You can read this shit like a script. I don't know. I don't watch this shit. Is it still 0 cases here in Melbourne, Victoria? I know it was 16 straight or some shit. 0 cases and 6 million people, yet you're still only allowed 2 people. You still can't go to church. You still can only have 10 at a wedding. can't go to the pub, or it's a joke. But the reason why the script goes no cases, no deaths, to make it look like the lockdown and all that shit's worked, so all the other countries can follow, and to make out like it was really COVID is real, and that we've got it under control until the vaccine comes, obviously. But somehow the rest of Australia has to join in the chorus. And good old South Australia, some Indian family, I haven't looked into this. Supposedly some Indian family, of course, probably had too much hot curry, and now have created a hotspot, cluster, hotspot, whatever. They've spread it to their, I don't know, grandma and grandfather at 80, 90 years old, and whoever or whatever. And there's some 17 cases or some shit. I don't know what happened today, but and all the South Australians in a fucking panic. And apparently there's people queuing up for 11 hours to get tested. Whether it's the incentive, I don't know, 300, or I don't know what the incentive is, but people will do anything for money. But honestly, if you queued up for 11 hours because someone tested positive with a 99.5%, rate, that even if you're positive, it's nothing more than a runny nose. I mean, Victorians might be fucking dumb, but I don't know. South Australians might be even dumber, but anyway, we don't give a fuck about South Australia. We don't even know they're there, just like Tasmania. So that's the next move. The reason why it's not in Queensland and New South Wales, because as I said, right now is the state of origin, and that's like the greatest thing of all time for all Queenslanders and New South Wales people. So they had to get this state of origin in because it's like a religion. It's normally played during the season, May, June, August, whatever. But they've actually played it after the season in November. But they had to get that through, or all hell will break loose. So that's why they chose South Australia. But who knows what's going to happen next? Who knows? But anyway, Puppet Pete Evans. I don't really know what's going on there, but I read somewhere where someone's not happy with him. Some of his sponsors or some shit, I don't know. Yeah, Ticketmaster, no vax, no entry to sporting events or any events. Who gives a fuck? "24 minutes I've been talking. Freaking hell." Well, apparently the South Australian thing's only for 6 days. I don't know where they got the 6 days from. But will anyone die? Will any of these Indians die? I don't know. Doubt it. Do we know any names? Have we seen what they look like, who they are? Obviously got a payout. Anyway, I wanted to say that I'm hoping to get a get-together in town before New Year's Eve on a Friday night, hopefully. I don't know how it's going to work. First in, best dressed, I ain't booking it. Just roll up. Fuck it. We can just stand outside and talk as long as we get together. But stay tuned and we'll work something out because it's been, nearly a year. Yeah, Christina says more like 666 days. I don't know. No gloom and doom, all right? I'm trying not to put out any gloom and doom. 6 days will be 6 weeks. Thing about it, I saw the Premier talking about it. It's fucking, wouldn't have a clue who he was. I bet you no one knew who he was. No one knew who he was. It's only when this shit comes out that you finally hear him talk, and not that anyone gives a shit, even the Northern Territory Premier. If this shit wasn't going on, we wouldn't know. Those clowns in Queensland and New South Wales, those horrid-looking supposed women. We would not know or give a fuck who the premiers were there. But, good old Scummo, he's just taken a back seat, and the whole script was for the states, the premiers of each state to play their game with all this border fucking bullshit. Anyway, Mickey Mo, you want to come on, mate? Looks like the regulars that have been on before no longer going to be with us. I don't know why. Some people came on once, twice, and that was just a bit too much for them. Christina, you coming to Y&J's? I'll tell you what, if Trump wins, Christina is not only coming to Y&J's, she's shouting everyone there from 5 till 10 o'clock. So that's a good incentive for everyone to come, because, by God, she can nearly retire on the money she's going to win on good old Trump. Anyway, and the odds on there are still open, would you believe? You can still back him at an amazing price, like 20 to 1. Even though everyone's saying, there's this and this and this and this and this. Honestly, I don't know. Whichever way it goes, there's going to be massive civil unrest in America, which is part of the script. Oh, yeah. Is that Prick Sutton? There you go. I'll show that one. Where is it? Where is it? If you've seen my video I made of this piece of garbage, Sutton, wear a mask, social distancing. He got sprung. He got sprung without a mask, but then there was a photo of him, which he knew was being taken wearing a mask, but virtually, up this other guy's, I won't say ass, backside. It was that close to him. So nothing will happen. I made a phone call, if you haven't heard it, reporting him. I don't think he likes me, because I said a few things about him at 6, I don't know, when was it? Fucking 2 months ago. And the counter-terrorism police knocked on my door thinking I was a terrorist because of what I said about him. Counter-terrorism police doing their job. Christina's put more money on. Follow Christina. Get on the Trump wagon. I've heard from good people that he can't lose. Fred's worried that this show's going to end if Christina doesn't come on. Well, no one's scoring in the state of origin, so what have we got here? How many people we got here? I bet you there's not even 50. 98! Fucking hell! Last week's show, good old Jam Noise, Jackie Noise, she gave it a rating of 1 out of 10, and I said she was very generous. I'll tell you what, Be lucky to get 1 out of 10 for this show tonight. For fuck's sake, someone come on. You know I don't like talking. Well, this American election selection, it's, I don't know. Is Trump really the savior? Is it going to be any different? Who knows? I don't know. I just know with the Democrats get in, well, communism, here we come. Andy B, is that really me next to Nicolas Cage? Well, I think it was me. Yeah, it was me. No big deal. The guy's a fucking dickhead. Is he still making movies? I wouldn't have a clue. I didn't even know who he was then. Someone told me he was a Hollywood actor. Never had a clue who Nicolas Cage was on that day. I said, fuck it. I'll just follow him when he gets out the car and walk next to him, so I'm guaranteed to be on camera. Anyway. COVID jokes. Actually, I haven't heard many COVID jokes. Has anyone got any COVID jokes? Apart from the one that everyone knows. How's it go? Have you heard, how does it go? Have you heard about COVID-19? Oh, don't worry, have you heard about COVID-19? Don't worry, you'll never get it. Something like that. Sports bet online. What's that mean? Christina says, oh, there it is. That's what Christina says. Anthony C, you better come on in the next 5 minutes if you do want to come on. I've got more energy tonight. Fucking hell, I must have been dead last week. Hang on, I'm getting some emails. I shit myself when I get an email notification because it's usually YouTube censoring one of my channels. If you don't know, I've started a channel called Peekay Archives. There's nothing on it except the horse race, but hopefully I'm going to whack up old stuff going back 10 years. I might even put up the first YouTube video I ever made. God knows how long before they, terminate it, but it's separate to the Censored channel, so if it stays up a week or two, well, so be it. A lot of people haven't seen my older stuff. I've got every single video I've ever made. A lot of the initial stuff was chemtrail work. Pretty boring, but I hopefully want to put my Boston stuff somewhere. It'll be on archive.org, I can guarantee. Archive.org is going to have a separate channel for my Boston work. And I do one day want to put up my Melbourne Burke Street stuff, but that's another thing. If you saw the video, did I make a video today? About Melbourne being, yeah, I did. I put it on Peekay Censored again, 3. Melbourne being chosen as one of the, what do they call it? Something city. 8 months before Bourke Street. Amazing that. Fill me in. What was the word? Fucking hell. Can't remember. Starts with R. Yeah, I'll look it up. I'll look it up. Bear with me. Resilient city. A Rockefeller resilient city. Amazingly was chosen as one of the 32 resilient cities out of some enormous number. I don't know, 270 or more. Melbourne was chosen as one of the 32 resilient cities, and Christchurch, would you believe, was another one. And you know what's happened there with Bourke Street and the Christchurch bullshit. And people didn't realise, you know, why they did Bourke Street and what Christchurch was all about. Well, now you know. Now you know. And if you think that Christchurch was real, by God, I don't know what planet you're on. But anyway, maybe you should follow Max Egan. Where are we? Sorry, got so many bloody things there. Come on, Queensland, score a try for fuck's sake. Sorry, I haven't been looking at comments. There he goes. There goes the toilet flush. What? How do you score 1 point? Someone tell me how in rugby, Lee, you can score 1 point. Oh, they corrected it. It was wrong. Anyway. Yeah, they scored 2 points. I'm putting that on because someone likes to hear that flushing sound, apparently. What's this mean, Christina? I should have been doing this all the time, you know. I didn't realise I can do this. What's this? Do you know where he is, Milfonator? Do you know where that dirty piece of fucking slime is? Mr. Cunnilingus, the guy that loves cunnilingus. You know, supposedly all these women come out saying he was touching them up and shit and lips and in cars and all that. Oh, yeah, then he was so stressed out that he books himself into a freaking hospital and never be seen again. Yeah, did his job, did his Bourke Street job. Yeah, just like fucking Daniel Andrews at that time. They did the job. Christina, yeah. The person that was going to take Egan down. Freaking hell. They did ring me a couple of times last week. For some reason, I didn't answer. I must get back to him. Must get back to... It's a woman somewhere in Tasmania. Oh, shit. I didn't know that. I was watching the golf every morning. I noticed it was 9 over in the first... Oh, it was the last round. It must have been... Geez, I've got to go back and check that. Because it was 9 over in the first half of his round and he birdied 4 holes. Wow. Even I don't get a 10 on a par 3. Sorry. Oh, now I know who you meant by Stormy. Stormy Gale. Sorry. Didn't realise. Anyway, I'm going on and on and on. It's fucking 9:40. 5 minutes. We are closing unless someone comes on. And when I say come on, State of Origin. The game's finishing in 20 minutes, Christina. But you should have backed Queensland. You should have rung me today. Yeah, big odds, Queensland. They were big odds, and they always do this. They always beat New South Wales at big odds, and they're going to win at big odds. Too late now. He had 3 water balls on that par 3. Oh, he must have started off on the back 9. Oh, I got to check that out. That'll be interesting. No, Christina's not coming on. Not coming on. Because 5 minutes will end up being fucking 33 minutes. All right, you got 4 minutes. I don't know where Mickey Mo disappeared to. I wanted to talk to Mickey about the things he was doing up there in Britain. Good old Robert Trefka. Trefka? Is that how you say it? One of the guys that we had on earlier. He's been a bit busy, but said he would try to come on tonight. Good old Eddie's not on tonight. Don't know what's going on there. Good old Queensland. Maybe he's got COVID, or Sonia's got COVID. Don't know. It's not like him not to be on. And I noticed there's a duo that's not on as well. The good old Knight Rider and CJ. They haven't been on for a couple of weeks, so even they're getting bored of this. There's a question there. Oh, no, that's boring, Christina. That is boring. It comes up every freaking week, the same thing. All right. I love talking and we love listening to you. Oh, fuck. Trouble is, I can't say too much. I can't talk about vaccines. I can't talk about anything. Yep, Muhammad, God knows where he's gone. Good old Hussein, that was an experience. Who else was there? Roscoe, well, I think Roscoe's gone. You won't see Roscoe again. He was a 2-week wonder. 2 minutes, guys. Anyway, there's another toilet flush. And Queensland's kicked away. Jesus, Christina, you could have had $1,000 on them. Would have got your money back from Trumpy baby. Could be, Fred. You could be on the money there. Oh, I was waiting for this one. Fred's heartbroken. I've never seen a man so heartbroken since Ash hasn't been here. Hang on, we got an email. John Smith has subscribed to you on YouTube. Okay. All right. Well, the 5 minutes are up, guys. So this is good. This is another incentive for everyone to be at the... Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, wrong one again. That one. So George is going to shout everyone as well. Oh, hang on. What have we got here? Well, we got
Hi, PK, Peter.
G'day, Anthony. You've been on before, have you?
Yeah, I was on one time before for a few minutes.
Few minutes, yeah. What's happening? Where are you?
Arizona.
Arizona. That's where they rigged those votes. That's where the shit hit the fan, got things going. You want to tell us about anything there in like about 5 minutes, because that's all we got here, or maybe a few more. But what's going on with all that shit? Tell us.
It's as far as I know, it's still up in the air. They don't have a winner for Arizona yet. I don't think.
Oh, really? Did you vote?
I voted. I voted for Trump.
Really?
I mean, yeah.
So
I don't know what good it did, but I voted anyways.
Any protests going on in Arizona?
I don't know. I think Black Lives Matter and the Soros groups are funding some staged events in Phoenix. I watched a few of them on some of the local channels, and yeah, you can tell it's staged. So I don't think there's any real protests.
Real protests? There was some vision of these Black Lives idiots whacking women, the back of their heads, and King hitting the guy from behind. I mean, who are these pricks?
I think they're just paid stooges.
But they just come out when they have these protests.
Paid.
It's sick. And yet the press, of course, puts the blame on the Trumpies, as you call them, just like they do here in the protests here. The cops do all the beating up and cause all the shit. But the press makes out it's the peaceful protesters that incite them and start the violence. Like I said all the time, we got to get rid of the fucking media. And as soon as we get rid of the media, and things might change, because they are the virus, and people do nothing about it. People do nothing about it. So, I mean, the media there, we found out in the last month or so, we knew they were always corrupt, but nothing like this. Nothing like what's going on. Unless it's all another toilet flush. Oh, hang on. Unless it's a shit show and they're all part of it. I don't know. Anything in America, who knows what to believe, but virtually everyone attacks Trump, and there's hardly any media that supports him. Even when you see Rudy Giuliani trying to tell everyone about all this corruption, there's no media covering it. Anyway, so are you concerned that if Biden gets in, what's going to happen to your country and you personally?
Mask mandates. We know that. The governor signed something about that we don't have a choice whether we want the vaccine or not. This was a few months ago, and there was something else today. There's always something else about the vaccine. Well, we know if Biden gets in again, him and Kamala, they guarantee the protests will continue because it's funded. That's what they want. They want as much division as possible.
Yeah, that's the big plan.
Divide and conquer.
Yeah,
and the people won't wake up. They, because of fluoride, because of the programming, just from simply watching the news, the frequencies, the spinning circles, bringing your brain in and out of a state of hypnosis.
They wanted the election to be virtually 50-50, so they can have this civil unrest, and that's the big plan, and has been for years. That's why these fake shootings, they've got everyone to buy up guns and ammunition. For it was a bluff that they were going to get rid of guns. There was no way known. It was a bluff. They wanted people to stock up because of what's going to happen. It's going to be. I don't know. I hate to say what's going to be like, but it ain't going to be any good. But as you know, the world's completely fucked. It's going to be unbelievable. But sorry, I don't want to pass on doom and gloom, as a few people keep trying to tell me. But to be honest, I can't see any light at the end of this tunnel. But anyway, that's just my opinion. If people want to say it's all going to be rosy, Trump's going to be elected and it's going to spread across the world to Australia, and we won't have communism and what have you. And oh God, we don't even know what 5G is going to be doing yet. It's just.
Honey, I'm on the. I can't talk right now.
Yeah, you can't talk right now.
I know.
Make your own breakfast.
Yeah, I know, right? No thanks. You don't want to eat her food.
What time is it?
3:52.
What?
3:52 a.m. I get up early. I go to bed early. Early to bed, early to rise. And maybe I'll take a nap later after I get everything done.
What do you mean early? What, 6 o'clock?
I got up at 1 today.
What time do you go to bed?
7, 8.
You get 5 hours sleep. That's not good.
I know. Lately, it's been like that.
Are you working?
I have a side gig. I shop for people. There's an app. You put your grocery order in, and I'll shop it and bring it to you.
Okay. So has this COVID affected you in what way? Has it affected you?
Anywhere that there's no mask requirement, I don't wear a mask. But for example, if you travel, some of the airlines will require you to wear a mask during connecting flights. Others don't. So anywhere there's no mask, that thing is off, and there's a big smile on my face. So, yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? If there's a mask mandate, wearing a mask outside, how am I going to wear a mask outside?
So your concern is the mask. I mean, there's a lot more to it than just the mask. I mean, jobs and not being able to meet people, not being able to, entertain. Masks are virtually worn everywhere around the world. So it looks like that's going to be just the normal. So aside from the masks, I mean, do you go out? Do you, pubs or whatever you call them there? Are they open?
I'm not into the pub. It's so boring.
Boring, yeah.
I don't know. We go, there's not a lot to do. There's the outdoors. We have a park. I walk the dog. I do my gig. My wife and I, we like to travel. So we do some traveling.
Oh, so Arizona, that's near Las Vegas, isn't it?
Yeah, we go to Vegas 2-3 times a year. 2 times a year.
Is that still open now?
Yeah, but I heard it's not doing good. And my friend told me that they want you to wear a mask to go to the pool, and even to be in the sun, they want you to wear a mask, but you can take your mask off to go into the pool. I don't even think I want to go back. The mask, it's hard, really hard for me to breathe with that mask on. I was sick for a long time.
People are going to wake up sooner or later that this mask thing is bullshit. We all know it's 100% bullshit. And people surely, especially here in Melbourne, we're heading into a summer and it gets pretty warm. And surely they just can't put up with the shit. I don't wear a mask. I never have. And no one's questioned me ever. I know I've got an exemption, but I've never had need to use it. So people are gonna sometime are gonna say, "Fuck it, this is bullshit." Especially when we've had no deaths, no cases, nothing, but who knows what they'll do? People are saying there's going to be they're going to or whatever let off an actual real virus. I got a feeling I don't want to doom and gloom, but it could be the real virus where, by God, people are going to die, and then the mask will be on, because if it all boils down, they don't give a fuck about people, their health and everything, as you know. So they'd rather people drop dead. So they wouldn't want people to wear masks if they were fair income. If this was real, they'd rather people die. And so that's why wearing a mask, we know, is 100%. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Just like I keep saying, if this virus was real, they wouldn't say a word. They just let people drop dead, and that suits them fine. All right, Anthony, we got. I'm going to finish up in 4 minutes. Is there anything else you want to tell us that people might want to hear?
No. Thanks for having me on. Oh yeah, one thing, Peter.
One thing.
You put up a video and said that there's only 2 subscribers to PK Archives. I was your second subscriber.
Oh, I should give you a
happy a smiley face.
Oh well, I haven't actually logged in there to see because the problem with having all these channels, there's different email addresses, and my email address only allows 2 channels, and I got to go in there and change it to whatever to look at whatever, and I haven't even looked in there, to be honest, how many there are. Anyway, when I start putting videos, I should one day when I'm not busy. Oh, g'day, Archie. Looks like we're just about to close. Sorry, mate.
Okay. See ya.
You going now? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming on, and come on next week. 3:40, but yeah. But I did say I did want to change the time every second week for the American people, but he's gone. I know. Sorry. I did say I want my chat. Oh God, blah blah blah. He's gone anyway. All right. Oh, DITRH. I'll show that. Don't tell me Robbo's there. Oh my God. Everyone's rolled up just as the show's ending. Well, I'm sorry. There's 3 minutes to go in the state of origin, and Queensland's leading 20-14. I'm not sure there are people there. Maybe they've let a few thousand in there. But anyway, no one gives a shit. On that note, we've been on for 1 hour. I've got no idea what I've talked about in 1 friggin' hour. But anyway, thanks everyone. What were the numbers? We got the 100, 98, yeah. We average around the 100. Hopefully I'll do this again next week. Hopefully the vaccine doesn't roll out by then, and God knows. Thanks everyone for coming on. Just check it here. Raylene Nobody, that's a new name. Good to see you. Jessica, where's Jessica? Jessica 6, another newbie, I think. Filthy Stinky Jew. Oh, that's a good name. Check that name out. All right, everyone. Just rambling on about nothing. I will see you all next week, and hopefully all's well. And hopefully some people come on. On that note, it is 10 p.m. here in Melbourne time, and I am going to go to bed. Good night, everyone.